pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Welcome to another exciting day of college volleyball here at Maranatha Sport and Fitness Center. Hello everybody, I'm Forrest Vernier, and it's a great day for high-energy action as the Adrian College Bulldogs take on the Maranatha Baptist Sabercats. Both teams are fired up and ready to battle it on the court, and we expect a competitive matchup. We'll break down the key players, strategies, and what to watch for in just a moment, but first, let's set the scene for today's game. So the Bulldogs are sitting at 1-5. They are hungry for their second win of the season, while the Sabercats have had a frustrating 0-2 start, are determined to break into the win column with their first victory. Both teams are eager to turn things around, and we should be in for a competitive battle. One key player to watch for Adrian is Roland Macklin, who has been a defensive force for the Bulldogs. Macklin, he has recently won the MCVL Defensive Player of the Week, has led the team with an impressive 44 digs, and his presence in the back row will be crucial for this matchup. And serving the first ball for the Bulldogs, that's number 11, Mulia Gatelli. But the Sabercats get the first point. Now the first serve for the Sabercats. That was a nice dig there by Fieldhouse, and Molnar with a nice hit over the net. But it might have been a little too much on the momentum, so now it's 2-0 Sabercats. So the Sabercats' first point, that was on a service error. But Adrian College gets their first point as they have cut the lead in half. So it's 2-1 Sabercats. So now this is Sam Landers who will be making the serve for the Adrian Bulldogs. Gets it over the net. There's a set and another set. That's over the net, and that will bounce in front of Mulia Gatelli. So the Sabercats lead 3-1. So now here's Isaiah Johnson, the freshman from Indiana. That was a great serve right there. But it gets right by Macklin and Landers. So far a decent start for the Sabercats. Johnson will now have his second consecutive serve, but this one that'll be on an error. So the Sabercats will get the point on a service ace. And so the Bulldogs are having a quick conversation with each other, trying to figure out what they should do to get some points on the board. But meanwhile, Johnson will have his third consecutive serve here. And here it is. And it goes over the net, and a nice dig there by Macklin. That was a nice hit there from Landers, going over the net. And the point will go to the Bulldogs. It will be their second, as Macklin will be substituted by William Morris, the sophomore from New Albany, Ohio. So here's Webster who makes the serve. There's the dig from the Sabercats. That'll be another point going to the Bulldogs. There's the set. And now Soon gets it over. Bulldogs quickly found the traction. Now here's another set from Sanders. And the Bulldogs are starting to come from behind here as it's a 1-point game. The SaberCats still have a 5-4 lead, but Adrian is a point away from tying it up here. So now Webster, and that's no good as it hits the net. SaberCats lead 6-4. So now serving it is Yin Hao Soon, the freshman from Nanjing City, China. He will be making his first serve today. That's over the net. There's a set from Sanders, now from Ulia Gatelli. And the Bulldogs get one more. So here's Zach Molar, the senior from Hebron, Indiana. Molnar taking his time here, but he's got it. Soon with a nice dig. And that's Morris tying it up for the Adrian Bulldogs. So Adrian is now a point away from taking their first lead of this game. So Zach Molnar will be serving it again. Gets the momentum that he needs, and that was a nice set there from Caleb Getz. And the Bulldogs take their first lead of this game. Molnar will now have his third consecutive serve here. So that last point, that was on an attack error by Johnson and by Isaiah Johnson. So now the Bulldogs lead it 8-6. What a good job so far done by Molnar. Dribbles it a couple times. And he lifts it up, and there's the serve. And that was too much. As the SaberCats trail by a point. So now here's Caleb Getz, the grad student from Franktown. Here's Fieldhouse gets it over the net. Bulldogs lead 9-7. So now here's Beck Fieldhouse, who will be making the serve for the Bulldogs, his first. There's the dig there from Getz. As you can see, Macklin was making his way to help the Bulldogs whenever they need him. There's a nice defensive block there from Landers. Macklin with the dig, the defensive player of the week, doing his thing here is Fieldhouse with a nice hit. Helps the Bulldogs get their 10th point of this first period. Beck Fieldhouse getting ready for his second serve now. Fieldhouse is a senior from Louisville, Kentucky. There's a dig there from Johnson. Now Malia Gatelli gets it over the net pretty quickly. Now here's Jones. Again, too much momentum there. Gives the Bulldogs the point there. Fieldhouse getting ready to make another serve. That one went over really fast. And now the set over the net. Fieldhouse with the dig. But the point will go to the SaberCats. It is 11-8 in favor of the Adrian Bulldogs. So now serving it is is number 22, Josiah Scott. Excuse me, that was Tyler Bell Richard who just served it as Soon missed it. So now the Bulldogs have a 12-8 lead. So to win this, the first team to get to 25 points will win this period, as long as they're leading by at least 2 points. So now here's Preston Talsma, the sophomore from Romeoville. Romeoville, Illinois. That's where he's from. So here's Troy Jones, the grad student from Panama City, Florida. He will be making the serve for the SaberCats. It's Macklin, right place, right time with the dig. Now Sanders over the net. The quick dig there from McCarty. It's 12-9. So now here's Mulia Gatelli, the freshman from Hawaii who makes his first serve. And a great block there as Molnar and Webster working together. Bulldogs now have a 14-9 lead. So the 13 points from the Bulldogs, it was called on a bad set by Scott. There's Mulia Gatelli with another great serve as Webster playing good defense there. Macklin with a good set. Mulia Gatelli again. Now here's Molnar getting it over the net. But again, it's too much there. So that'll be point number 10 for the SaberCats. If that one hits the net, that'll be the 15th point for the Bulldogs, as they're 10 away from taking this first period. And so here's Sanders, standing in at 6'7", one of the tallest players on the Bulldogs. So now there's a set from Scott. And that one's dug by Johnson. Mulia Gatelli with the set. Now here's Fieldhouse going for the point. Hits the net a few times, but the SaberCats recovered it, but Bulldogs saw it and took advantage and hit it back in. They lead 16-10. So now Sanders will be making another serve here. That's over the net. And McCarty had to hurry as Soon has to grab the ball in the bleachers. But a new ball will be thrown in. So that's 17-10. That was on a service ace from Getz. And that hits the net from Johnson. Bulldogs lead 18-10. So now here's Sanders again. Hits it over the net. There's a dig from McCarty. Another dig from Getz. Macklin with a soft set. And it hits the floor. Bulldogs lead 19-10. And not even 15 minutes into this game, and Adrian is pulling away here. As we're going to step aside for a timeout, but we'll be back in just a moment.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics. Brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
What a good start so far for the Adrian Bulldogs as they lead 19-10. And how about Landers? He has led Adrian with 4 points. Molnar has had a couple of them. Fieldhouse has had 2. Morris has had 2, and Webster has made 3. And Macklin has made 4 digs, again leading the Bulldogs. And that's why he was named the defensive player of the week. So now there's a set from Malia Gatelli. There's the dig from McCarty. That one's over the net. Smart move there from Malia Gatelli as he let it go out of bounds. As the Bulldogs lead by 10 here. So Landers has also led the Bulldogs with 3 kills and 5 TA. And Webster and Molnar double teaming to block the ball. But the SaberCats get their 11th. That was on a bad set by Johnson. And so the kill was made by Soon from Josiah Scott. So Bulldogs lead 20-12. So now here's Johnson, who'll be making a serve. Nice job by Landers, making the dig. Fieldhouse going for the point. But that was on a service ace. Bulldogs lead 20-13. Bulldogs just need 5 points to take this first period. So Johnson getting ready to make another serve here. And it's over the net. Who's going to get? It's going to be Fieldhouse. Now there's Malia Gatelli. Now Webster. Webster does it again. Makes it 21. As he found all that open space and got it down fast. So now here's Webster, the freshman from Frankfort, Illinois. That's over the net as Webster gets to it quick. Now here's Malia Gatelli with a nice dig. So here's Bell Richard trying to get it over, but it actually hits the net as the Bulldogs lead 22-13. Now here's Webster making another serve. There was a nice set from Bell Richard. And that one lands just on the right inside corner. So the SaberCats now have 14. So here's Ying Hao Soon. He will be serving it for the SaberCats. Now here's Macklin making a nice dig again. Now Fieldhouse getting it over. Now here's Scott to Jones. As the SaberCats get their 15th. Yeah, the Bulldogs are looking to take this first set. So remember, this is a best-of-5 series matchup. Now here's a set from Scott. That one's over the net. Landers with the dig. The set from Malia Gatelli. Now Fieldhouse getting it over as the SaberCats did not quite get the contact that they wanted. So it's 23-15. Bulldogs are just 2 away from taking this first set. Moments ago, the kill point was made by Jones, assisted from Josiah Scott. Also, there was a kill by Fieldhouse, assisted by Malia Gatelli. SaberCats just got their 16th. So now here's Johnson. Excuse me, that was Getz making the serve. Now Getz or Johnson will make the dig. It's Johnson. Macklin with another great dig. Here's Malia Gatelli. Molnar hesitated for a moment, makes the one-handed play. Molnar again making the dig. Johnson has to hurry. Kicks it with his foot. Bulldogs get their 24th. Bulldogs are a point away from taking this first set. Taking a 1-0 lead of this series. Earlier, moments ago, that was another great kill by Zach Molnar. Barely hits the net, but still gets over. So now here's Johnson. But again, the Bulldogs showing great defense here. Blocking it from coming in as it hits the net. Bulldogs get their 25th. And that's going to do it for the first set, as the Bulldogs take a 1-0 lead in this series. And so, what will happen in the second? Will the SaberCats tie it up, or will the Bulldogs take a 2-0 lead in the series? Find out when ACTV returns.
10 years ago, Adrian College Television set out on a mission to bring the excitement, the passion, and the unforgettable moments of Bulldog athletics to fans everywhere.
Finds the back of the net!
From the field to the court, from nail-biting finishes to championship victories, ACTV has been there to capture it all.
Yeah, Jordan Spear, happy birthday, buddy. I'm sure.
This year, we celebrate a decade of dedication, 10 years of innovation, teamwork, and delivering the energy of Adrian College straight to your screen. Here's to the next chapter of ACTV, because at Adrian College, the story is just beginning.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about.
We are just about ready to start the second set. But the Bulldogs have a good start here as they have taken a 1-0 lead of this series, as they won the first set 25-14. As either one thing or the other could happen here. Either the Bulldogs could keep their momentum going, staying consistent to take a 2-0 lead in the series, or the SaberCats could even it up. Because remember, it's a best-of-5 series. The first to take 3 will win this game. So for the Bulldogs, how about Fieldhouse? He led the team in total attempts. Fieldhouse also had a few kills. Landers had 3 kills too. Molnar had 2. Morris had 2. Webster had 3. And how about Johnson? For the SaberCats, had 8 total attempts with 4 digs, and scored the most points with 4. And another great start for Adrian College as Webster gets the kill for the Bulldogs as they lead 1-0. As that's 1 down, 24 to go to take this second set. So the kill was made by Nathan Webster, assisted from Malia Gatelli. As Soon gets it over the net. And now it's 1-1. So now here's Josiah Scott. He'll be making his first serve. As the first point from the SaberCats, it was the kill by Soon. Now the Bulldogs lead 2-1. As Landers, after making the kill point, now will be making the serve. The set from Scott. Malia Gatelli with the one-handed play, but it'll go out of play. As now it's a 2-2 tie in this second set. So here's Isaiah Johnson. Johnson did a great job back in the first set. Had 8 total attempts. But that one hits the net as the Bulldogs lead 3-2. So here's Webster, standing in at 6'4". Webster now makes the serve. There's the dig from Bell Richard. As Getz is not able to get it over, as the Bulldogs lead 4-2. As that point from the Bulldogs, that was on a service error called on Johnson. And that will go way outside. Bulldogs lead 5-2 in the second set. Serving it again is Nathan Webster. Webster doesn't quite get the altitude that he needed. That'll be another point for the SaberCats. Adrian leads 5-3. So here's Yinghao Soon, who will be making his first serve in this second set. Gets it over the net. But it went out of bounds, but one of the Bulldogs made contact with the ball before it touched the ground, so that will be a point for the SaberCats. And that'll be a point for the Bulldogs on an error. As MBU just made a substitute. As Jones will sit out for a while. Excuse me, Jones was substituted in. As Molnar gets the kill for the Bulldogs. They lead 7-4. So now Zach Molnar will now be making the serve. Molnar taking his time. That one barely hits the net, but still gets over. Now here's Getz. Molnar with a one-handed play, but that'll go way outside. It's a 2-point game. Bulldogs lead 7-5. Yeah, the last two plays have been a kill by Molnar and a kill by Getz. That one's over the net from Fieldhouse. And now Bell Richard with the one-handed dig. Now it hits the net. It'll be a point for the Bulldogs. They lead 8-5 now. So here is Fieldhouse. As you can see, Macklin communicating with his teammates, offering some helpful advice. Now here's the set from Scott. That will be a point for the Bulldogs on the attack error by Johnson. So here's Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse getting ready to make the serve. In no hurry because there is no time limit here. All the Bulldogs have to do is get to 25 points. But the SaberCats get their 6th. Because the ball went too far. So here's Bell Richard. Bell Richard makes a great serve. And a low dig from Molnar. Bell Richard has to hurry but makes the dig. Now here's Soon. Did not quite get the contact that he wanted. So the Bulldogs lead 10-6. So that means they're 15 points away from taking a two games to none lead in this best-of-5 series. So now here's Preston Talsma. And that was a big dig there from Soon. But that dig had too much momentum. So here's Talsma, who'll be making another serve. And it's over the net. Now here's Soon making the set. Makes contact with the net, but still gets over. And the Bulldogs thinks it was their point, and it is. Because again, it made contact with the hand before it touched the ground. So also a service ace was called. Also there was the kill by Mulia Gatelli, assisted by Landers. That's the 7th point for the SaberCats. Now we're getting a substitute for the Bulldogs. William Morris will be coming, Morris and Talsma will be coming out. So now serving it is Troy Jones. Great job by the Bulldogs being aware of where the ball was going to land. As Macklin, you can see Macklin give a double high five to Fieldhouse, giving his teammates encouragement. So David Kermott. Looks like we might be getting a substitute for the SaberCats. But it looks like head coach Sean Spencer changed his mind. So here's Mulia Gatelli, who'll be making the serve. But that was too much. Again, great awareness from these players. Seeing where the ball's going and knowing if it's going to go out. Mulia Gatelli with the dig. Now here's Landers. Now here's Getz. And there's the kill by Johnson. Bulldogs have a 13-9 lead. It looks like the SaberCats have something going here. So now here's Josiah Scott, one of the seniors for the SaberCats. As Fieldhouse, whose point will that be? It will be the SaberCats' points, as that was just too much. Or else that would have been the kill. Instead, it will be out. As Scott makes the serve. Now here's Webster, who gets the point. As you can see, the official saying that it made contact with the hand before it landed on the floor. So that was another great kill by Webster. So now Landers, excuse me. Now Soon gets it over, but that was too much. Bulldogs lead 15-10. They're 10 points away from taking a 2-0 lead in this series. So here's Landers making the serve. There's the dig from Getz. Johnson gets it over. But again, that was just too much. Too much momentum on getting it over the net. So here's Landers, who will be making another serve. Trying to give the Bulldogs their 17th point. The set from Scott. Now here's Soon trying to get it over, but a great job by Webster making the block. So now the Bulldogs have their 17th. So the last 3 points from the Bulldogs have been the kill by Webster, an attack error by Soon, and an attack error by Johnson. So now Landers getting it over. Scott to Johnson, and this time it'll be a point for the SaberCats. So now Johnson, after getting the kill, will be making the serve. And here it is. And that one hit the wall. And again, great awareness from the Bulldogs. Keeping a good eye on the ball and being aware of where it's going. And knowing when it's not a good idea to get to it and make contact with it. But you can see them working together. Same with the SaberCats. There's a dig there. And now Molnar going for the kill. Makes contact with Scott. But he could not get the contact that he wanted on the dig, and that'll be the Bulldogs' 19th point. So here's Webster. We'll try to bring it on home here. And now Soon getting it over on the one-handed play. Now here's Fieldhouse going for the kill. Popped high in the air. Scott took his time on the dig. And now here's Fieldhouse going for the kill, and he's got it. 20 points for the Bulldogs. They just need 5 more to take this second set. So now here's Webster making another serve here. Scott gets to it quick. Now Soon with one-handed play. Malia Catelli. Now that's Getz getting it over. And whose point will that be? It'll be the Bulldogs on the kill by Morris. So now they once again lead by 10 points here. That one's over the net on another great serve from Webster, and it bounces out of play. Bulldogs get their 22nd. So the last 3 points for the Bulldogs have been a service error. A service error. The kills by Molnar, Fieldhouse, and Morris. And moments ago, a service ace. So now soon we'll be making the serve for the SaberCats. And he's got it. You can see Macklin communicating, guiding his teammates here. That's over the net by Fieldhouse. That's 23 now. Bulldogs need 2 more to take this second set. Sorry about that, folks. I'm kind of have a cough here, but I'll be okay. So now the Bulldogs get the ball. Making the serve now is Grazik. Now they need 1 more to take this second set and to take a 2-0 lead. That's Grazik, the sophomore from Orland Park, Illinois, will try to finish it off. Soon with the dig. The set from Scott. And a great block there from Morris. But the point will go. But they had to fix a little error on the scoreboard. But it's still 24-13. And there's the dig from Baza, who just entered into this game moments ago. And whose point does that be? The officials are blowing the whistle, and the point will go to the Bulldogs. As Adrian College takes a 2-0 lead in this series. They are just 1 away from getting their second victory of the season. And so will the Bulldogs finish it in a 3-0 sweep? Or will the SaberCats stay alive here? Find out when ACTV returns.
Ten years ago, Adrian College Television set out on a mission to bring the excitement, the passion, and the unforgettable moments of Bulldog athletics to fans everywhere. From the field to the court, from nail-biting finishes to championship victories, ACTV has been there to capture it all.
Yeah, Jordan Spear. Happy birthday, buddy. I'm sure.
This year, we celebrate a decade of dedication, 10 years of innovation, teamwork, and delivering the energy of Adrian College straight to your screen. Here's to the next chapter of ACTV, because at Adrian College, the story is just beginning. Ten years ago, Adrian College Television set out on a mission to bring the excitement, the passion, and the unforgettable moments of Bulldog athletics to fans everywhere. From the field to the court, from nail-biting finishes to championship victories, ACTV has been there to capture it all.
Yeah, Jordan Spear. Happy birthday, buddy. I'm sure.
This year, we celebrate a decade of dedication, 10 years of innovation, teamwork, and delivering the energy of Adrian College straight to your screen. Here's to the next chapter of ACTV, because at Adrian College, the story is just beginning.
even an hour into this broadcast, and the Bulldogs have a 2-0 lead as they just won the second set 25-13. The last point was on an attack error by Jones, as the Bulldogs have to win this set to complete this sweep. As both teams are getting ready to get things going here. As Eddie McCarty gets in the position where he's supposed to be. And we'll find out who's going to get the ball first. You see Roland Macklin and David Kermott supporting each other. Yeah, it's amazing how all these players from all these teams are always there for each other, no matter who's winning and who's losing here. And starting things off in the third set is Malia Gatelli, as he makes the serve, but oh my goodness. That was a little too much there. And so we have some substitutes in this game now, as Preston Talsma, Andrew Grazik, also Baza is in this game as well. But the score is even at 1-1. Yeah, that was a service error that gave the SaberCats their first point. And for the first time in this game, that was the first time the SaberCats got the first point in either set. But the Bulldogs have a 2-1 lead, as the first one was on the kill by Landers, assisted by Malia Gatelli. Landers will try to keep it going here. So here's Macklin saying he's got it, as Fieldhouse going for the kill. But it's recovered from the SaberCats. Now here's Webster. As you can see the frustration, as he had too much momentum. As this game is now even at 2 points apiece. That one's way over as the flag goes up. A good job by not only the players again, but the officials being aware and always keeping their eyes on the ball. That one's over the net from Webster. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Scott. Now Soon gets it over. There's the dig from Webster. Now it's 4-2, Adrian. So the last 3 points have been an attack error by Soon, an attack error by Webster. A moment to go, a service error on Johnson. Now Webster making another serve. Now Soon getting it over the net. Now here's Malia Gatelli with the set. Molnar does make contact with the net, but that's okay as long as it doesn't hit it directly. Now Fieldhouse. Whose point will that be? It will be for the SaberCats on an error. It is 4-3 Bulldogs. But Fieldhouse has led the Bulldogs in total attempts. Molnar has had 12. But yeah, the SaberCats got the point on an attack error by Beck Fieldhouse. But Fieldhouse has had 14 total attempts. Molnar has 12. Landers has 9. Malia Gatelli has 8. That one's over the net by Morris, as it went out, but it made contact with the hand before the floor. Bulldogs have a 5-3 lead. As you can see, David Kerman is very excited to serve this one here. And there it is. There's a set from Scott. Now Troy Jones getting it over for the SaberCats as Kerman quickly recovers it. Now it's 6-3 Bulldogs. So now here's Kerman again. That one's over the net, and a great job on the defense. Fieldhouse and Morris working together on the block. And so Baza and Grazik are substituted in. So now here's Kermont. And now helping his brother out. That one's over the net. There's the set from Landers. Now Kermont to Morris. It goes up. And whose point will that be? It will be the Bulldogs. It will be on an error as they lead 8-3. Yeah, the last 2 points for Adrian have been the kill by Baza and the attack error by Getz. There's a set from Johnson. Now Johnson going for the kill, but Macklin was there. Dug it up at the right place in the right time as the Bulldogs get their 9th. As we are going to take a short break for a timeout, but we will be right back only on ACTV.
To become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian?
Bulldogs lead 9-3 as they're really pulling away in this third set. And just like that, they get their 10th point on a great serve from David Kermont II. Now Kermont, you could see the smile on his face as he now makes another serve here, and there's the dig from Soon. That one's over the net. Now here's the other Kermont. Now Morris getting over the net. Morris now trying to block it. The SaberCats trying to get things going. Landers gets it over, and that'll be a kill by Landers as he gets the 11th point. Now here's Kermont. He'll be making another serve as Scott makes a great save there on the one-handed dig. And now Fieldhouse gets the kill for the Bulldogs as they lead 12-3. So to remind everyone, after this game, the SaberCats will be taking on the Olivet Comets. And that's over the net. Another great block by Morris. There's a set. Kermont gets to it quick. Morris getting it over the net. One-handed play by Scott. The dig from Kermont. Macklin does it again with another dig. That point will go to the SaberCats. Bulldogs lead 12-4 though. Now serving it is Getz. Bulldogs get their 13th. So now serving it for Adrian will be Beck Fieldhouse, the senior from Louisville, Kentucky. Trying to get 2 more points for the Bulldogs. It looks like he may have hit it a little too hard as it hit the net. So now the SaberCats have 5 in this third set. On the service error by Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse now makes the set. Now Kermont getting it over, but the Bulldogs get their 14th as it landed just inside the right side. And so now we're getting a substitute. Preston Talsma will be coming in to take over for William Morris. Talsma will try to bring it on home here. He gets it over the net. There's the set. The dig from Scott. Kermont tried blocking it, and the point will go to the Bulldogs. It's their 15th. It's 15-5. So now they just need 10 more to complete this sweep. Talsma getting it over the net. Here's the dig from Soon. Over the net again. Now here's Fieldhouse with the dig. And Webster. That will cost the Bulldogs a point as the SaberCats get their 6th. So Morris will come back into this game and substitute. No, he will not come back in. So now serving it is Troy Jones for the SaberCats. And it's way over the net, and the flag goes up. Bulldogs get their 16th. They lead 16-6. Now in every set, at some point, at least one time, they have been leading by 10 points. So now serving it will be Jarek Mulia-Gatelli, who has had a great game. Now Soon makes the dig. Now the set from Johnson. Now Molnar going for the kill, and he's done it. Bulldogs lead 17-6 in this third set, as they are on a good pace to make it a 3-0 sweep. That will give them good momentum for their next game against the Comets. That one's over the net from Mulia-Gatelli. Makes a little bit of contact, but that's okay as long as it doesn't hit it directly. It has to go over. That'll be a point for the SaberCats as they trail by 10 against the Bulldogs. Josiah Scott will be making the serve, but that hits the net. Bulldogs get their 18th. So the last couple of points that have happened here, a kill by Molnar assisted by Mulia-Gatelli, and an attack error by Webster. So Landers will be getting ready to make the serve. Landers has had a great game today. He has had 10 total attempts and 6 kills. There's the set from Scott. Soon makes it go over the net. Now Webster to Mulia-Gatelli. Molnar with a great set. Now the set from Getz. Now Mulia-Gatelli again. And what a job by Webster. Not hitting it too hard, but helping the Bulldogs get their 19th point. So here's Landers getting it over the net. A low dig there. So now here's Habegger, who just entered into this game. Bulldogs now get their 20th. They are 5 away from making it a clean sweep. As Landers will help Adrian keep going. Now here's the dig from Scott. Johnson getting it over the net. Here's Malia Gatelli. And now David Cawley, who just entered into this game, gets his first kill, giving the Bulldogs their 21st. As Macklin will be substituted by Marco Gomez. Gomez is a junior from Miami, Florida. Now Soon gets it over the net. But that's one thing that the SaberCats have struggled with. As there's times where they've had just a little bit too much getting it over the net. So now here's Landers trying to get another point. You can see the awareness from the Bulldogs getting ready to block it, but it still comes in as Molnar does it again. As you can see, Soon having a conversation with the official, as the SaberCats thought they had it, because you could see it went on the outside, but remember, it did make contact with the hand before touching the floor. As the Bulldogs get their 24th, as they just need one more to make it a clean sweep. As it's up to Sam Landers. Landers, the sophomore from Hawaii. And Johnson, and the Bulldogs get their 25th, and that's going to do it. As they make it a 3-0 clean sweep here. As now the last 5 points have been the kill by Cawley, 2 of them in a row, an attack error by Soon, the kill by Molnar, a bad set by Josiah Scott, and moments ago an attack error by Isaiah Johnson as he had too much momentum, but great awareness shown from the Adrian College Bulldogs all of this game as they win this third set 25-7 as they just kept pulling away. So now the SaberCats next up will be taking on the Comets, but I will be back on the call when Adrian plays against when the Bulldogs play against the Comets starting at 3. But what a game this has been, as we would like to thank our marvelous crew, Connor Atwell and Keegan Wade. I'm Forrest Vernier from ACTV. Stay tuned for more college volleyball, only on Adrian College Television.